Hi everyone! In our Bible we have started reading about all of Jesus's miracles. Remember, miracles are something special that happened that you and we can't do. But Jesus is special. He can do wonderful things that nobody else can do. Yesterday, he turned water into wine. Can we turn water into something else? No, it always stays water. So let's see what miracle Jesus does today. One day, a man with a dreadful skin disease came up to Jesus and fell to his knees on the ground before him. "Sir, Jesus, if you want to, you can make me clean," he begged Jesus humbly. Full of love and compassion, Jesus reached out his hand to touch the man. "I do want to," he said kindly. "Be clean," he said. And immediately the man's skin was perfectly smooth and healthy. The grateful man simply couldn't keep this wonderful news to himself. And before long, so many people wanted to come and see Jesus and what he could do. And he could no longer go anywhere without being surrounded by people. So everyone came from far away to come and see how wonderful Jesus really is. Let's put our hands together, eyes closed. Dear Jesus, please show me how to spend this day sharing love in every way. Help me to be kind to everyone, to play and laugh, and have great fun, shining your light and giving your grace, sharing your joy with a smile on my face. Amen. It's time to do our weather chart. Our weather still hasn't changed since yesterday. It's still cold and it's still sunny. Today is not Wednesday. What day is it? It's Thursday. If yesterday was the 3rd, today is the 4th. Well done. So we now need to change it to the number 4. It's still June and it's still winter. Remember, we're in a new season, hey? Let's read our weather chart together. Our weather for today is cold and sunny. Today is Thursday, the 4th of June. The season is winter. Since it's a little bit cold today, I think we should stand up, get moving, and dance to our next song. You ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The ants are marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants are marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants are marching one by one. The little ones stop to suck his thumb and they The ants go marching 5 by 5, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching 5 by 5, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching 5 by 5, the little ones stopped to say goodbye. And they all went marching for to get out of the rain.
Did you all have fun dancing with me? Great. Now, while we were dancing, I was showing you all the different numbers. Do you think you can tell me what the numbers are? Let's see if you can remember. What's this number? Number 1. Good job. This one? 2. And this one? 3. This one? 4. Good job. And the last number was number 5. Good job. Then can you tell me what this number is? It's 0. Good job. But I think it's time we put another number in our cards. And that number is this one. What number is this? Number 6. We're going to do number 6. Let's count how many pictures there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I think we need to put number 6 up on our wall. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. Now I'm going to make it hard. Can I mix up all of our cards? I think so. You guys are so clever. Are you ready? Are you sure? Okay. What number is this one? Number 3. This one? 4. This one? 1. This one? 2. Good job. This one? 5. Good job. And this one? 6. Good job. And this one? 0. Good job, everyone. You're learning your numbers so well. Can we try it again? Can I mix them up some more? Last time, let's see if you know what all our numbers look like. What's this number? 4. This one? 6. Good job. This one? 5. Good job. This one? 0. Good job. And this one? 1. Good job. And this one? 2. And last one? 3. Good job. So you guys know all your numbers. But can I make it now really hard? So just now we were looking at our number like this. Now I'm going to turn it around. Now we've got the numbers word. So do you know what that one is? 0. Good job. Do you know this one? Number. I'm going to turn it over. Let's see. 1. Good job. What's this one? 2. Good job. Let's see. Well done. What's this one? Remember, when a t and a h go walking, they say 3. Well done. Were we right? Yay! Good job. And this one? Oh, it's a fern fairy. It's the one we learned this week. 4. This one, it's also fern fairy. 5. Good job. Now last one, this is our new number that we're adding into our cards. It's number 6. Good job, guys. I know that's a little bit hard, a little bit harder, but you know what? If you can see these words, it means you can read a little bit. You can tell me what the words say, and that's such a good job. I'm so proud of you guys. Eyes are for looking, ears are for listening, nose is for smelling, tongue is for tasting, hands are for touching. Let's see if Andy Arrow has moved today. Oh, he didn't move. But that's okay. We can learn some more about touching. Yesterday, we learned all about hard and soft. Remember, if something's soft, you can squash it. And if it's hard, you can't. Now, today, we're going to learn about a whole bunch of different things. And we might get a little bit messy, but it's okay. That's how we learn. The first thing we're going to talk about is something that feels rough. Now, if something feels rough, it's normally very bumpy and it'll make your fingers go up and down. And if you listen carefully, you can also hear if it's rough. Listen. Now this is sandpaper and it's rough. You can feel with your fingers it's rough. But if you don't have sandpaper at home, which is fine, you can go outside and go feel the tree. Because a tree is not very smooth. The bark on the tree is very bumpy and it feels very rough on your fingers. So we've got rough, and then we're going to talk about smooth. So rough is very bumpy and smooth is very flat. You see there's no bumps. If you look at the bark, you can see all the little bumps on it that make it rough. But on my ribbon, it's smooth. Let's listen to hear if it sounds the same as the sandpaper. No, my fingers are not going up and down. Let's see if they sound the same. Not really, hey. So smooth often feels nice and soft and we like the feeling, hey. Doesn't hurt our fingers at all. It's nice and smooth. So if it's smooth, there's no bumps on it. And that's something like our clothes. You see? There's no bumps on my clothes, so it's smooth. My hands go over it very nicely. They don't have bumps. It doesn't make my hands get sore. So smooth is very flat. There's not lots of bumps. Now we get to a fun one. We're going to talk about sticky. I know being sticky can sometimes be very, very fun. We're now talking about sticky. So to show you sticky today, I've got some honey. Do you know where honey comes from? Comes from bees. Now I'm going to put a little bit, you can actually maybe see it. Look at how so sticky it is when I open the lid. I'm going to put a little bit on my finger and see what happens with the honey. Come on. Yeah, got a little bit of honey. See how my fingers stick together. Now, sticky can be lots of fun. And the sticky, you see my fingers are sticking together. So sticky is when things stay together and they don't want to come apart. It's almost like glue. So if you want to try this at home, what you can do is take a little bit of glue and you can put glue on your fingers and see if your fingers are going to stick together, and you can feel it's sticky. The next thing I'm going to show you is really fun, but I hope it's not going to be too messy, because what I've got for you is some slime. Who's ever bought slime before? Sometimes you get slime like this, and it kind of doesn't stick to anything. You can pull it and everything is fine. But the slime I've got is not like this. Have a look how soft it is. Look how I can squash it and pull it. Sure, we can do so much with our hands, hey? Now, the slime I've got is a little bit gross. So I'm just going to show it to you. I really, really hope I don't make a huge mess with it. Just going to put a towel down. See, we have to be very careful when we're playing and experimenting with things that we don't make a huge mess. Okay, so this is a little bit icky and a little bit gross and very, very sticky. Just like the glue, it sticks to everything. So, you ready to make a mess with me? I think so. This in here, is my slime. Look at this. Whoa. Look how it's sticking to me. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's slimy. It's slippery. Ew, it's sticky. And it doesn't come off. Look, it's all over my fingers. But it is also a little bit fun to play with. Look at that. Look how I can stretch it. So if you've got slime at home, that's great. This is a very slippery slime. I think if I tried to hold it, it would fall all over the place. Do you think I should try? Let's see. Ooh, look at that. Ew. Oh, look at that. Yuck. I think I might have to wash my hands. So this slime is lots and lots of fun to play with. But not everybody has slime, and that's fine. You don't need slime to have fun and to get messy. Goodness. Sometimes we can use things at home that can almost make just as much mess. Look at that. Look at my hands. Gross. Now I know not everybody has slime at home that we can play with, but here is something you can play with, only if Mommy and Daddy say it's okay. When you're in the bath tonight, take a little bit of soap. Got a little bit of soap here. Some soap. And cover your hands in soap, just like you're going to wash them. And if you've got a soap like mine, a bar of soap, you'll see if it's very wet, if you squeeze it, oh, it's slippery. It slides all over the place because it's very slippery. And then you can even try, see if you can hold different things with soap in your hands, because the soap makes everything slippery, so it slides in your hands so that you can't catch it, and it's very hard to hold. See, this was just a block that I've now covered my hands in soap, and it's made it very, very slippery. At least if we play with a little bit of soap, our hands are clean, hey? And that's what we want, nice, clean hands. Now that I've made a big mess here in this little classroom of mine, I think it now might be your turn. Your turn to go into your house, into your garden, and go find different things to touch. Find something that's rough, like the tree, or stones, or sand. It's rough on your hands. See if you can find something smooth, like your clothes, or maybe some material, or even sometimes walls are smooth. Those can also be very smooth. Then see if you can find something that's sticky. I told you we can use a little bit of glue, put it on your fingers, and your fingers will stick together. And if you can, see if you can find something like soap that is slippery and slimy. Now that my hands are all clean after our sticky and gooey fun of touching different things, it's time for a story. And our story today is Munch. While we read our story, I want you to think about all our different senses that we've learnt and see if you can find them in our story. Are we ready? Munch. The alarm clock went off. Dring, dring! Just as Munch was enjoying a very nice dream about toast and coconut jam. Dragging himself out of bed, he went to the kitchen to have some breakfast. He was just munching his way through 17 slices of toast with banana jam when something caught his eye in the newspaper. "Giant monster goes on ravenous rampage," said the newspaper. Oh, there's a monster. "Good grief!" exclaimed Munch out loud, dropping his toast on the floor. "Maybe I should stay home and protect my house from being eaten." Munch sat up all day and all night, but no enormous monster came. He's protecting his house. That same evening, over 11 slices of toast with broccoli jam. Do you think that tastes nice? Broccoli jam. Munch put on the television. He saw the news was on and something caught his eye. The enormous monster that Munch had seen in the newspaper was on the television, gulping down trees and lampposts and buses and anything else it could fit in its gigantic mouth. "Jumping jam jars!" cried Munch out loud. "I'm definitely staying home." Munch sat up all day, all night, and all day, but no enormous monster came. You see who joined him? Look, there's a little spider that came down and he built a web. Then he covered Munch in cobwebs. Oh goodness, poor Munch. The next morning, Munch went to make toast and jam as usual. But something wasn't right. What do you think's wrong? Are things missing? Where's my television? Where's my fridge? They were definitely there yesterday. Then Munch noticed the worst thing of all. Oh dear. Where's my toaster? He looks cross. He marched outside, slamming the door, bang, and came face to face with an enormous monster. "Oi!" he shouted. "You've eaten my jam!" The enormous monster looked all around to see where the little voice was coming from. It saw Munch's angry face and started to laugh. The more the monster laughed, the angrier Munch became. The enormous monster came closer and closer, licking his lips. Can you lick your lips? The monster bent down, opened its mouth, and crunch. Munch swallowed up the monster instead. Pity he didn't have any jam. Sure, so such a little Munch ate such an enormous monster. Look at that. Wow. So could you tell me what senses did you think you found in our story? There were our ears. We were listening to the alarm clock and the door that slammed. We used our eyes. Munch used his eyes to see all the things that were missing and to watch his television. And most importantly, Munch used his taste, his mouth, to eat all his delicious jam. Can you remember some of the jam that he had? He had coconut jam and banana jam. But you know what the funniest one is? And I don't know if it tastes nice. He had broccoli jam. Would you eat broccoli jam? Oh my goodness, I don't know if I would eat broccoli jam. Maybe one day you'll get to eat broccoli jam just like Munch. That's the end of our story. And that's the end of our video. I'll see all of you guys tomorrow. Miss you lots. Love you. Bye.